Jackfruit pulled pork has never tasted so good. Full of toasted peppers, absolutely delicious. Jackfruit pulled pork with a Southwest style braising liquid. We're gonna use half of this onion in the marinade and the other half in our actual braising of jackfruit. Just gonna give a quick slice. We're gonna lightly caramelize our onions and garlic. We have 5 cloves of garlic. We're just gonna do a little slice on the garlic. All gonna be pureed together. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna add our onion. We're gonna allow the onions and garlic to just pick up a little bit of color. Season with a pinch of salt. We're gonna add our miso. We're gonna reduce the heat. We're continuing the toasting of the onions, the garlic, and now the miso. Now we're gonna add our peppers. Just gonna cut them into strips. We could toast the peppers. We should be able to smell a little bit of sweetness coming from our miso and onions. A little bit of smokiness from the peppers. A whole lot of earthiness. This is where we need to have a little bit of patience. We don't want the pan too hot, it'll burn the peppers and the miso. We need it hot enough so that it continues to toast our peppers and onions and miso, the whole mixture. And go our raisins, 1/4 cup. Tablespoon of brown sugar. We're gonna add our rice wine vinegar, our black vinegar, kind of clean up the bottom of the pan. We have some caramelization happening from the sugar, the raisins, the miso. We're gonna add our vegetable stock. We're gonna allow this to simmer for roughly 5 minutes. Everything should be nice and tender. We do not want the liquid to reduce. The onions are nice and tender, the peppers are tender. It smells absolutely amazing. We're gonna add the mixture to our high-speed blender. Puree until smooth. So beautiful. The color is amazing. The aroma is amazing. It is gonna make for one of the most delicious jackfruit pulled pork. And we're gonna just simply cut the shiitakes into strips. It's definitely a little more than 2 cups, but you know what? Whatever, I'm here for more shiitakes. Shiitakes are cut. We're gonna slice our remaining onion. We have our jackfruit, which I drained, rinsed, and have been just letting it rest on a paper towel. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons olive oil in with the shiitakes. Season our mushrooms, just a pinch. We might have to add just another little drizzle of oil because the mushrooms tend to absorb the oil. I'm just looking for the mushrooms to pick up a little bit of color, maybe even release a touch of their liquid, but my pan's pretty hot. We're gonna add our onion at this stage. Shiitakes look great, onions look great. Now we're gonna add our jackfruit. And we're gonna add our beautiful braising liquid. We might have to add a little bit of stock to this mixture since it is gonna simmer for roughly 45 minutes. So I'm gonna add roughly half a cup. All right, we're gonna cover that up and then we'll check again in 10, 15 minutes, make sure our liquid looks good. That's perfect right there. Jackfruit is looking like it is just about done. Now what we're looking for is we just gently push down with our fork and the jackfruit starts to fall apart. We're gonna just kind of gently pull the jackfruit apart so it shreds, and we're gonna allow the mixture to cook for about another 5 minutes all together. All the jackfruit has been shredded. It looks great. After having that taste, I think we need to just add a little pinch of salt. It's gonna bring up some of the flavor. Since we were already using guajillo peppers, I decided to go ahead and make our guajillo pepper sauce. Creamy, delicious, spicy. Always like to be a little bit generous with this sauce because it's just so good. Then we're gonna put a nice spoonful of our jackfruit right on top. Make sure we have our shiitake mushrooms in there. And we have a very simple salad of shredded cabbage, a little drizzle of olive oil, and chili lime seasoning. And of course, we have to put sauce on the top bun as well. Now all we have to do, put our bun on top, and there we have it. Only thing left to do is take a bite, and I can't wait. That was so delicious, I had to eat the whole thing. It's gone, it's done. You guys are gonna love the recipe. It's gonna work with enchiladas, tacos, a salad. It is some of the best jackfruit pulled pork I've ever had, so go and make it.